addition, subtraction, or multiplication. So today, so let us demonstrate what we have done, how to accept. So first we are accepting the matrix order of first matrix. So that is A matrix, enter the number of rows and columns. So we have accepted R1 by C1, and then we are accepting using a code, simple code for I is equal to 0, I less than R1 I plus plus, and J is equal to 0, J less than C1, J plus plus. Then we are using a scanf statement. We are accepting the values where outer loop will responsible for number of rows and inner loop will responsible for number of columns. Similarly, we are accepting the second matrix order R2 by C2. Then using R2 by C2, we are accepting the second matrix values. Then we are displaying the first matrix. Then they are displaying the second matrix. So displaying first matrix and second matrix. Then we'll go for matrix multiplication. So yesterday we saw matrix addition. So yesterday we saw matrix addition and subtraction yesterday. So that is in the 8th program. So we have done the same thing. We have accepted and displayed. Then we are checking a condition for matrix addition is what? Number of rows and number of columns are equal in both the matrices. So condition for addition or subtraction, both are same. So subtraction, both are same. So what was the condition we have added? The condition was rows and calls in both matrix are same. That is for addition. So once this condition is true, we are writing a same template for rows and columns. Then in the same way, we'll do subtraction also, and then we have printed the output. Okay. So next is, now we are going to calculate matrix multiplication in the same way. The creation of the arrays is same. We have to declare all the temporary variables R1 by C1 and R2 by C2 and I, J, K. We have added one more index variable today in the program, K. Then we have accepted the first matrix, accepted the second matrix, displayed the first matrix, displayed the second matrix. Then the actual code is matrix multiplication. So for your convenience, we will try to type the code once again. So here what we will try to do is, we will start typing the code from once again. So here what we are doing is, we want to check whether the multiplication is possible or not. So how to check whether the multiplication is possible or not? Simple example, we are entering 3 by 4 matrix or 2 by 3 matrix in the first matrix. So what we'll do, example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So assume that this is the first matrix. Assume that this is the first matrix of size what? 4 by 4 actually it is. So we will remove one row. We'll take it as 3 by 4 matrix. Then we'll take the second matrix in the same format or in a different format. Let's take it. So we will take once again here 10, 10 and 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So what is the order of the second matrix? The order of the second matrix is 4 by 3. The order of the second matrix is 4 by 3. And where is the order of the first matrix is? What is the order of the first matrix? It is 3 by 4. It is 3 by 4. So the first matrix order is 3 by 4 and the second matrix order is 4 by 3. So what is the condition you have to check is, listen this carefully. The first matrix is R1 by C1, whereas the second matrix is R2 by C2. R2 by C2. Always the number of columns in the first matrix and the number of rows in the second matrix, if they are equal, then we are able to do matrix multiplication. So simply it is very easy to check the condition, write the condition also. First draw the two matrices and take always R1 by C1 and R2 by C2. You always take C1 equals to R2. If these two are equal, then we can perform matrix multiplication. Okay, so let us go to the program and try to type the program here. So in the matrix multiplication, so what is the condition we are going to write here? C1 double equal to R2. As we said, C1 equals to R2. If this condition is true, then the matrix multiplication is possible. Otherwise, the matrix multiplication is not possible. Are we clear, everybody? So, otherwise, what we'll say, matrix multiplication not possible. Due to the condition false. If the condition is true, what we do here? First, we will write how many number of rows in the first matrix, how many number of columns in the second matrix, and how many number of elements to be multiplied. So we will consider 3 loops in matrix multiplication program. Whereas in the addition and subtraction, we just need only 2 loops. So whereas in the addition and subtraction, if you observe, we need only 2 loops because the number of rows and number of columns both are same in both the matrices. Whereas here in the matrix multiplication, we have to check 3 loops, 3 conditions we have to check. So what is the first condition? If you observe here, for I is equal to 0, I less than number of rows in the first matrix, I plus plus. Are we clear? So number of rows in the first matrix. Then one more loop, for j is equal to 0, j less than calls j plus plus. And here instead of calls, we will write j less than c2. Yes, anybody have any problem? You can type it in the chat window or you can speak, no problem. Okay, then we will write for j is equal to 0, j less than c2, j plus plus. Now the most important part, one more loop we will write for k is equals to 0, k less than, anyway we already checked the condition, c1 or r2. Both the values are same. So the first loop is using r1, the second loop is using c2. Now the third loop, you have to use any one of them. When both are equal, you can consider either c1 or r2. So here k less than, what you would like to take, it's your wish. So I am taking r2 here, I plus plus. Now once this condition is true, then we can perform matrix multiplication. So here the first thing is what? Rows of first matrix, and here calls of second matrix, and either calls or rows of both matrices.
Sir, why can't we take j plus plus, sir?
Where j plus plus, ma? So here we have to take k plus plus only, sorry. So in the line number 63, k is equal to 0, k less than r2, k plus plus. J is equal to 0, j less than c2, j plus plus. And I is equal to 0, I less than r1 and I plus plus. We will first write a code, then we will scan the code and we will calculate the answer also. If at all any mistake is happening in the code also, we can clarify. So let us take in the example also, let's take some easy values so that we can easily calculate the answers. Okay, so let me take here, so let's consider the same answer. So now we are calculating the third matrix. So always, now the third matrix is what? The third matrix will be, the third matrix size will be R1 by C2. Always the resultant matrix size will be, when both the conditions are true, C1 equal to R2, then we can perform matrix multiplication. The resultant size of the matrix is R1 by C2. That is what? 3 by 3. So 3 by 3 matrix will get. So by default, we will have garbage values, as we know already. When you don't store any values, we will have garbage values in the resultant matrix. So the first matrix values are what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What are the second matrix values? 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So for easy understanding purpose, we will take it, instead of 10, we will all take ones. Okay. So that the mathematical calculations will become easy. So let us take all the single digit values so that it is easy to calculate. And in the resultant matrix, initially we'll have garbage. So now if you have to observe, how will you calculate matrix multiplication? The A of this 1 into 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1 plus 4 into 1. Are we clear? So 4 operations needs to be performed. That's why we are checking the condition is C1 equals to R. Are we clear? So this thing should be multiplied with all the columns of the second matrix. So let us calculate here. First write a code here. So one line we have to write extra here. C of ij is equals to 0. Why I'm writing is equal to 0? Because by default the values here in the third matrix are garbage when we don't store anything. So before calculating the matrix multiplication, first you have to make it 0. Are we clear? So let us do this. Now the values C of ij is equals to C of ij plus A of plus B of, assume that we are not writing here anything here. Let us calculate how are we writing that. Assume that okay. So now let us calculate. So this is a simple code to calculate matrix multiplication. And after the multiplication, we will get the answer as usual. So let us write here. First, let me write the code. Then I will explain how you are get this answer. So a B of kj. So what is the equation here? C of ij is equal to C of ij plus A of ik plus B of kj. Are we clear? So now after the multiplication, what we will do is we have to print the matrix. As we know the matrix yesterday we have done already in the matrix addition and subtractions. We have printed the matrices already. So after the matrix multiplication, we will try to print. So first let us execute.
Sir,
Whether we have, yeah, exactly. It is into only because it is matrix multiplication. Very good. So in the line number, so it is ik into B of kj. Very good, ma. So the statement we will scan and execute also. Okay. So we got some errors here. Let us correct. If C1 equals to R2, in the before line it is semicolon. Can your mic. If you have any doubt only, if you don't have any doubt, please switch off your mic and video. Are we clear? If you have any doubt, you can switch on your mic and audio and video and you can speak. Right. So now let us compile. Wonderful. The compilation results are 0. And so let us execute the code. Now let's take an easy values. Now let me take the order of the first matrix 3 by 4. And I am entering the values also 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. This is the first matrix. Now I want to take the second matrix. As we know already, it is a prerequisite is what? The number of columns in the first matrix should be equals to the number of rows of the second matrix. So how many number of columns in the first matrix? 3 by 4. So definitely if you enter 4 by some other matrix only, the matrix multiplication is possible. So I am taking 4 by 3 here. Are we clear? So 4 by 3. Then I am entering the values of the second matrix. So 4 rows, 3 columns. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10, 10, and 10. So this is the first matrix and this is the second matrix. So if you observe, I have displayed the first matrix here and displayed the second matrix, and the answer of the third matrix is 40, 40, 40. Are we clear, everyone? So the code is absolutely correct code. Okay. Now let us demonstrate step by step how we got this answer. Okay. Now let us go to the sample one. Now let us scan this code. So for understanding purpose, we will try to make the most easiest values so that we can concentrate on matrix multiplication. So we are taking a simple values so that it is very easy to concentrate. So the second matrix values are, all the values are 10, 10, 4 by 3. First matrix is, excuse me, all ones. Now we want to calculate the answer. So now assume that we are doing what? We are using different variables like I, j, and k. So initially, what is I value? 0. I is equal to 0, I less than R1, I plus plus. The condition is true. And next, j is equals to 0, j less than C1, sorry, j less than C2, j plus plus. Now, once we are enter inside, what is the code you are writing? Once you have done this, what is the code you are writing? C of ij is equals to 0. So for understanding purpose, what we will try to do, in the screen only, we will try to divide the scanning part and code part at the same time. So let me open one more developer C++ window. So this is the logic, and at the same time I want to show the scanning part. So I'm taking a notepad here, and with the help of notepad I will try to show the scanning part. I think in the same block only we'll try to do it. Okay, so please concentrate here. Before, when k is equal to 0, k less than k is equal to, so what is the value of I here? 0. What is the value of j? 0. C of 0, 0 is equals to 0. So let us execute this answer here. So for understanding purpose, let me put the scanning here itself, people. For understanding purpose only. so that we can track what is happening. If you don't track, you need to by heart actually. So the code is very easy, but how to understand is only the difficult part. So initially I value is what? The I value is 0, whereas j value is 0, and here I am taking k value 0. Now what I am doing, before I am initializing c of ij is 0 0. So what is happening, this value I will make it 0. Are we clear? So the garbage value made 0, otherwise the garbage value will be considered into the multiplication and you will get a wrong answer. So if you don't write this statement if you don't write the matrix multiplications answers, you will get a garbage value. So that's why the I value is 0, j value is 0, c of 0 is equal to 0. Now what you're doing, k is equals to 0, k is equals to 0, and k less than or to k plus plus, the condition is true. Now please perform right hand side of the matrix multiplication. So what is there in the right hand side of the multiplication? First, a of ik into b of kj. What is a of ik and kj? A of 0 0 into b of 0 0. That is, here what we will write, 1 into 10. So which part of 1 is it? It is 1 and it is okay. Now what we'll write, plus. Are we clear, everybody? Okay. So we will consider next. So for understanding purpose, let us take this 3 and 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 1 into 10, the condition is complete. Now what will happen? I will go to the next iteration of the statement. So k plus plus. So what is happening? A of ik is what? A of 0 0 is what? 1 into b of 0 0 is what? 10. 1 into 10 plus what is c of ij initially? 0. 1 into 10, 10, 10 plus 0, sorry, will become 10 in the scan. So now this 1 plus 1 into 10 became 10 now. Now what will happen? I will go to the next iteration. In the next iteration, k value will become 1. When k value is 1, what will happen here? When the k value is 1 and I value is, when the k value is 1 and the I value is 0 and j value is 0. Now once again multiply. A of ik, that is a of 0 1 into b of 1 0. A of 0 1 into b of 1 0. So what I am doing, a of 0 1 is what? 2 and b of 1 0 is what? 10. That should be multiplied. Once again 2 into 10 will become what? 20 plus 10. Then the answer will become what? 30. Now after 30, the condition will become, once again go to the increment and decrement. K value will become 2. Once again, now once consider carefully, what is the statement here? For your understanding purpose, I am writing the line that what is the activity we are doing here. That is important. You should not by heart this statement. Now please concentrate here. So what is a of ik now? What is I? 0. What is k? 2. A of 0 2, 3. Okay. So a of 0 2 is what? 3 into b of 2 0 is what? 10. 3 into 10 will become 30, and that answer will be added to the existing answer of c of ij. That is 3 into 10 plus 30 will become 60. Now once again, k value, k plus plus, k value will become 3 now. 3 less than or equal to 3 condition will become true. Then what will happen? 4 into 10. How you are taking 4? Now, what is A of ik? What is I value? 0. What is the k value? 3. A of 0, 3 is what? 4. A of 3, 0 is what? 10. So A of ik and B of kj. So A of 0, 3 is 4. A of 3, 0 is 10. Once again, 60 plus 4 into 10. What will happen? 40. Now once again, the answer will become 100. Now the k value will become 4. Condition will become false. Once again, I'll go back to the next loop, j plus plus. Now j value will become 1 here. Once j value will become 1, once again, I will initialize c of ij is equals to 0. What is c of ij? I value is 0 and j value is 1. A of 0, 1. What is A of 0, 1 in the third matrix? The third matrix, A of 0, 1 is this. Now it will become 0. Now we will calculate the answer for this location. So what will happen? Once again, we will scan. I will try to scan 2 or 3 times so that you will understand this formula very, very clear. Are we clear, everybody? So for your understanding purpose, I am reducing bit font size and I am also copying this code, this complete code, so that you can understand very, very clear. Are we clear, everybody? So that you can understand exactly. Okay. Now, let me remove this. Now, please observe, we have finished one iteration. Now, let's complete one more iteration and one more iteration. At least we'll try to calculate for 3 to 4 values so that what is happening you can track. Now, what is the value of I0? What is the value of J1? A of 0, 1, I made it 0. Now the condition is true. I will enter into this part. So k is equals to 0. Once again, k value will comes to 0. Once again, the k value will makes to 0. Now, always instruction will first multiplication will be performed right hand side to left hand side. A of ik into b of kj. What is the I value here? 0. What is the k value? 0. A of 0 is 0 is what? Now please understand here. Here, A of 0, 0 means what? 1. Okay. Now, that 0 into, what is one more most important part here? A of kj, B of kj. What is k value? 0. And what is j value? 1. So, this 1 into this 10. Okay. Now it will become 1 into 10 plus. Once again, k plus plus, k value will become 1. Now the condition is true. Once again, we have to perform. So this statement we have to repeat, people. What is I value? 0. And what is the k value? 1. So A of 0, 1. What is A of 0, 1? 2. So 2 into what is the next statement? B of kj. What is k value? 1. What is j value? 1. What is B of 1, 1? First row, first column. This one. So B of 2 into 10 will be performed. Next, plus, then k value will become 2. Now once again, A of ik, A of 0 to is what? 3. 3 plus 3 star. Next, B of kj, B of 2, 1. What is b of 2, 1? 10. The 10 will be multiplied plus, next one more the condition, k value will become 3 here. Now once last time, a of 0, 3, 4 into b of 3, 1. What is b of 3, 1? This. Are we clear, everybody? So b of 3, 1 will be once again 4 star 10. Now finally, this total answer will be 1 into 10 plus 2 into 10, 20, 30 plus 30, 60 plus total, it will become 100. Are we clear, everybody? So this is how we will calculate. So in order to understand the matrix multiplication, simply you write the logic and try to substitute the values of I, J, K in this code so that you will get the total answers. Are we clear, everybody? So for your understanding purpose, once again, I will try to compile this code according to now. So first let me take 3 by 4 and I'm entering the answers 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And whereas the second matrix 4 by 3. Next 10, 10, 10, 10. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Oh, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. I think actually we have to enter the second matrix as 4 by 3. Now if you observe here, the first matrix is 3 by 4. The second matrix is 4 by 3. Okay. Now if you observe, the answer will be like this. So if you enter all the values, the answers you have to get is like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 means you have to get total 100. Very clear, everybody? So this is matrix multiplication code. The most important line of the matrix multiplication is what? This one. C of ij is equals to C of ij plus A of ik into B of kj. Where very important one more line is you have to initialize C of ij is equal to 0. Otherwise, you will get garbage values. So line number 63 and line number 66 are very, very important. And of course, in the matrix multiplication, we will try to write 3 loops. Okay. Outermost loop will consider about number of rows. Inner loop will consider about number of columns. Then the innermost loop is more about the multiplication part. Now, once you try to practice by substituting the values, you will understand more clear. Any doubts till now? If you can have any doubts, you can answer. You can question and we'll answer so that we'll start functions one.
Sir, remove that I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0, sir.
Where you want to remove? Just a moment. Just a moment.